Good day everyone. We will be talking about the case of Jasper Agbay versus the Honorable Deputy Ombudsman for the Military, SPO4 Nemesio Natividad Jr. and SPO2 Eleazar M. Solomon, with GR number 134503, decided on July 2, 1999. For the issue of the case, whether the filing of the complaint with the Municipal Trial Court constitutes to a proper judicial authority as contemplated by Article 125 of the Revised Penal Code. The facts of the case: on September 7, 1997, Jasper and Sherwin were arrested and detained at the Liloan Police Station, Metro Cebu, for an alleged violation of RA 7610. The following day, a complaint was filed against them. Petitioner's counsel wrote the Chief of Police demanding the immediate release of Agbay, considering that the latter had failed to deliver the detained petitioner to the proper judicial authority within 36 hours from September 7, 1997. Private respondents did not act on the latter and continued to detain petitioner. Agbay filed a complaint for delay in the delivery of detained persons against her in private respondents before the Office of the Deputy Ombudsman for the Visayas. For the ruling, yes, the words judicial authority as contemplated by Article 125 meant the courts of justices or judges of said courts vested within judicial power to order the temporary detention or confinement of a person charged with having committed a public offense, that is, the Supreme Court and other such inferior courts as may be established by law. Upon filing the complaint with the MTC, the intent behind Article 125 was satisfied, considering that by such act, the detained person was informed of the crime imputed against him, and upon his application with the court, he may be released on bail. Petitioner himself acknowledged this power of the MTC to order his release when he applied for and was granted his release upon posting bail. Now let's talk about Article 125. Delay in the delivery of detained persons to the proper judicial authorities. The penalties provided in the next preceding article shall be imposed upon the public officer or employee who shall detain any person for some legal ground and shall fail to deliver such person to the proper judicial authorities within the period of 12 hours for crimes or offenses punishable by light penalties or their equivalent, 18 hours for crimes or offenses punishable by correctional penalties or their equivalent, and 36 hours for crimes of offenses punishable by afflictive or capital penalties or their equivalent. In every case, the person detained shall be informed of the cause of his detention and shall be allowed, upon his request, to communicate and confer at any time with his attorney or counsel. So what are the elements in the Article 125? The offender must be a public officer or employee, that he had detained a person for some legal ground, and that he failed to deliver such person to the proper judicial authority. Take note in the third element that he fails to deliver such person to the proper judicial authority within 12 hours for light penalties, 18 hours for correctional penalties, and 36 hours for capital punishment or afflictive penalties. So what is meant by proper judicial authorities? It simply refers to the courts of justice or judges with judicial power to order the temporary detention or confinement of a person charged with having committed a public offense. How about the delivery in the third element? Delivery means the filing of correct information or complaint with the proper judicial authorities. It does not mean the physical delivery or turnover of arrested person to the court. So as to the application of Article 125, said article is intended to prevent any abuse resulting from confining a person without informing him of his offense and without permitting him to go on bail. It punishes the public officials or employees who shall detain any person for some legal ground and shall fail to deliver such person to the proper judicial authorities within the periods prescribed by law. The continued detention of the accused becomes illegal upon the expiration of the periods provided for by Article 125, without such detainee having been delivered to the corresponding judicial authorities. For additional information, the Department of Justice issued Circular Number 050 on August 15, 2012. These are guidelines for law enforcers public attorneys and prosecutors on the application of Article 125 as amended on the delay in the delivery of detained persons to judicial authorities. Counting the prescribed 12-18-36 periods shall be done by the hour starting from the time of detention. However, there are circumstances that may be considered in determining whether the public officer can be held liable for violating the law, such as, first, observance of non-working holidays, during which it becomes legally and physically impossible to properly file charges in court. Extraneous factors like means of communication and transportation, the hour of the arrest, or the time of surrender of an accused. It must be noted, however, that the two exemptions should not be used as grounds for abuse, as they can be availed of when circumstances warrant extraordinary measures. However, in no case the exemptions absolve public officers from liability under Article 125 if it can be shown the delay is attended by malice, bad faith, or gross negligence. Lastly, upon an arrest, the person shall be brought to the nearest local law enforcement office. Without delay, the on-duty inquest prosecutor shall conduct the inquest proceedings within the locality, even during weekends. That would be all. Thank you so much for listening and have a good day.